haven't lost your mojo at all. You've just temporarily misplaced it because I've seen the future. And you are number one. You guys are rocking and you are kicking everybody else's butt. So if you believe that, on the count of three, give me a big yeah, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby!
But you know what? Sometimes to refuel and to gravitate to our mojo, we have to go back and remember to see where we are and to see where we're going. And I've met a lot of groovy cats along my travels, and there are a few people that I thought maybe I should share some of their insights with you. Now, one of these cats that I hung out with back in the 60s, his name was Jerry Garcia. And Jerry, he has had a great quote, and his quote was, our goal is not to be the only one, not to be the best at what we do. Our goal is to be the only one who does what we do. So think about how that A for attitude can shape you into reconnecting with your mojo. You know, there's a lot of people out there that do the same types of things that you do. There's a lot of people out there that have similar or competing products. But what are you going to do to make yourself different? So A stands for what?
Attitude.
That's right. So to reconnect with our mojo, we have to have attitude. Now we have another chord that is the B chord. And B stands for what?
Band.
Oh yeah, baby, the band. And you know, the band kind of represents your districts or Florida as a whole, you know? The whole group together with your synergy and your mojo pulling together. And the band that we're going to talk about today is some cats that I've partied with, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards. Now you know, they haven't always gotten along through the test of time. They've even threatened to kill each other. But you know what? Keith Richards always says that this thing is bigger than both of us. And Mick Jagger always chimed in and said, the Stones take priority over everything. So what does that mean for you with the band? That means you have to decide who your bands are. Maybe your bands are your district. Maybe your bands are your family members. Maybe Florida region as a whole is a band. And sometimes we have our own ideas and our own opinions, but we have to put those personal differences aside and do what's best for the band. Now, oh my God, I had some great times with this cat, Madonna, baby, and she stands for what?
Change.
That's right, this girl eats change for breakfast. She says, bring it on. She has change in her stool, baby, yeah. And there's three things that she taught me while we were having a martini one time. She says, Austin, you have to know more. And I said, well, there's a lot that I know. Maybe you can teach me. She says, you have to do more. And I'm like, how much more do you want me to do, baby? And then she says, you have to be fearless. So you have to know more. You have to know not only about your own products, but your competitors as well. You have to do more. You have to take action. You have to work hard and smart. And then you have to be fearless. You have to embrace and face your fears. Just like Milt. First time he time traveled, he was all shaky and scared. You see the way he came out today? Applaud this man. All right? Of course, T stands for what?
Goal.
And we all have to have goals, you know. And one of these cats that I rocked out on stage with one time was Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. And he said all big bands begin as little bands with a vision. All right? So think of yourself maybe you started out as a garage band, and look how you grow, how you held the top position in your company for years because you took that band and you nurtured it, and you rehearsed, and you played, and you saw it up here before you made it happen here in the present. Oh, how did Milk get up there on screen? Now, I put this cat in here because a lot like Milk, he's kind of a square dude, but he's got a mojo in him because he gets it done, and he stands for what? Decisions, that's right. And when I've heard him speak, he had basically two rules. He said, no matter what, Austin, you always have to make a decision. Because right or wrong, if you make no decision, your business, your life, your company is in limbo. Nothing happens. If you make the wrong decision, that's all right because that fuels you to find the right decision. And if you make the right decision, you're that much further ahead of the game. And then rule number 14 says, Always do the right thing. Follow your mojo, follow your gut, follow your instinct, and it will lead you in the right direction. And the last chord we're going to talk about today is the F. And F stands for what?
Fans.
Oh, thank God you guys can read. And one of the greatest people that nurture their fans, of course, is my good friend Gene Simmons from KISS. And he said, people say we're marketing geniuses, but if we take credit for anything, we listen to our fans. And you have to decide who your fans are. Maybe fans are your leaders. Maybe fans are the other members on your district teams. Or maybe fans are these people in this room. Also, people that are worried about your business, your customers. Listen to what they say. They will tell you their needs. They will tell you the changes. And they will tell you and help lead you in the direction that you want to go. Now, I said we have to go back to the past to see the present and see the future and remind ourselves who we are and where we're going. But when you go back to the past, what I call the Stone Age days, or cave rock days, we didn't have a lot of opportunity back there. We had to take what we had and use it to the best of our ability. But we did have tools back then, and back then one of our tools was the axe, or otherwise known as the electric guitar. And if you nurture that tool and learn how to play it and master that tool, you can make great sounds, you can create a lot of energy and synergy, and you can actually reconnect with your mojo. So I felt it appropriate that me, Austin Danger Powers, help reconnect you with your mojo. So on your tables, you'll see some canisters of mojo that say, "Do not open." I want you to open those canisters and spread the mojo around your table. And then I also want you to stick your hands into the centerpieces, and you're going to find some other sticks in the centerpieces. And put on the hats, and put on the boas, because when you get in costume, when you get in character, that helps reconnect you with your mojo. Because it's all about having fun. It's all about reminding that inner randomness that we all have. And I want you to start drumming on the table so I know that you have your mojo. They usually compliment you with food and beverage.